Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I said a few months ago that I was going to be posting a lot more regularly on this channel, and it has been close to 4 months now, but I'm back. And today I am going to be recreating Miss Lana Del Rey's iconic 2024 Grammys makeup. So let's get into it. Okay, so firstly, I have gone ahead and turned my vanity light on just because I liked the vibe. I like the warm tone lighting, but I feel like you can't actually see the makeup very well. So here it is. I know it's a bit bright, but anyway. And I am also just gonna put my hair out of my face because like I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Like, hello. I know it looks a bit funny, but this is it. Okay, so let's start with skin prep. Firstly, I like to hydrate my skin using a mist. Recently, I have been very into the Glow Recipe Watermelon Mist. As you can see, I'm like almost done with it, but it's really nice. It's also good as a setting spray, so I just like to start with that. It smells lovely too. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with the Glow Recipe toner, Pore Tight toner. This is the watermelon one also. This is just like a mini version. It's great. It's super hydrating. I really want to do like a very hydrating base for this makeup because I just know there's going to be like a lot of powders and stuff like that. So when it's sitting on your face like that for so long and you've got like a lot of layers of powder, you really want to avoid it looking cakey because it's very, very easy to make it look cakey. So hydration is the key. And don't forget to bring it down to your neck. I swear people don't do that, but you have to. Next, also gonna just apply a little bit of moisturizer, and guys, you don't need a $300 La Mer moisturizer. This is literally the one that I use. This is Olay. This is like $10 from Chemist Warehouse, babe. And it works beautifully, okay? So yeah, live your life, live your truth. It's the good stuff here. And if I was going out during the day, it is actually nighttime right now because daylight saving just finished. But if I was going out during the day, after moisturizer, that is when I would put sunscreen on. Now that's all in. I kind of feel like I want to bring you guys a bit closer. Hold on. That's a bit better. I know it's like quite close, but like I want you guys to see the skin texture for this. So you're welcome. Right, I'm just getting my reference photo up because why did I like forget what it looks like? Okay. Let the light. Okay, so I'm gonna just quickly do my eyebrows. You can't really see her eyebrows in the photo because she has a fringe. So I'm just using this Revolution Beauty brow pencil. And this is in the shade medium brown. I'm just gonna quickly fill in my brows. All done. Okay, so for foundation, I'm gonna be using the Body Shop foundation, and this is in the shade Bali Vanilla. I like to use a brush for foundation, and then like if necessary, you know, you can blend it out with a beauty blender or whatever. But I just think it looks like a bit more seamless, and if you get like you know, like a nice glowy foundation, it looks quite lovely. I'm also just using this brush from Shiseido, so I'm just gonna kind of lightly tap that into the skin. And this is like the lightest layer of foundation. Like, don't go in with something like so heavy and full coverage. I think this is even just like a light to medium coverage foundation, because we still have to do the bronzer, the blush, the concealer, and it's just gonna be too much. Okay, cute. So that's our foundation done. Next, I'm actually gonna go in with bronzer and contour to sort of build up a more bronzed, glowy vibe to the look. So I'm going to be going in with the Made by Mitchell curve case, and this is the light curve case. Isn't she gorgeous? I love this pink, and yes, we will be using that. This is a brush from the brand Peaches and Cream, and it's really good because it's a super dense brush. And I'm just going to be going into the shade, what's it called? Shady Business, just above the cheekbone. And this particular product is quite pigmented, which I love, but you just want to use it sparingly because it is so creamy. It's very, very buildable, and you don't need to go in with a heavy hand. Just tapping it all around, going up into the temple, and just kind of focusing on that area. I don't want to bring it too far down as well because we have the foundation on. Okay, there we go. I know it's giving a bit of like an orange bronzy vibe at the moment, but just trust the process for a moment. Also in her makeup, she does seem to have a bit more of like a cool toned blush on, so I am going to be using these pinks. This is the shade Strawberry Cream and this is the shade Cold Heart. And I'm going to go on with that one first. Literally the tiniest amount, like the tiniest amount. I'm just going to pop that right on the cheekbone there. Can't forget the nose. You don't want to like swipe the product around because that's when you get those streaky looks in your makeup. And when people who go like, oh, I don't know why you use brushes to apply makeup, they probably just don't have a super great technique with them. And it's not hard, it just takes a little bit more time. Now just like a little tiny bit of Strawberry Cream. And this one I'm going to kind of focus a little bit more in this under eye area, not too much, but just a little bit. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. I do also kind of want to do a bit of nose contour because she's got that beautiful snatched nose. However, I actually do have a deviated septum. I was just born with one. So my nose is not symmetrical at all. You can kind of see it, I guess, on the sides more so. But yeah, it's going to look a little bit funny if I try and do that thin nose moment. So I'm just going to kind of bronze up the sides and just add a little bit underneath the bottom. And I'm just going to use this Mecca Max contour stick in the shade Medium. Now I'm just going to add the highlights to the face with concealer. Normally I would use this concealer. This is the Morphe concealer, but today I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Fix. And this is the All Over Everywhere face pen, which is just basically a concealer foundation. It's quite pigmented, which I really, really like. So I'm just going to be using a tiny little bit of that on each side of the face there. And normally I'll just go in with a powder puff under the eyes or a beauty blender. Today I think I'm going to do a powder puff. Like, look at how pigmented that is. It's not dragging, it's just lightly patting that product just into the skin, which just takes a little bit of time because if you don't want it to crease, you have to really work it in. I think a lot of people just kind of let the concealer sit and then it starts to dry and they go, oh, I'm getting better coverage, I'm getting fuller coverage, but it's creasing. And it's like, well, it's creased because it's sat in the same spot for a while and you haven't moved it. Like, yes, it does create a little bit more coverage, but like personally, I don't like that technique because I think it looks worse overall. Okay, so that's what the concealer has brought to the look. I'm just gonna do a little bit on the forehead now and kind of carve my eyebrows out just a little bit because I personally like how that looks. Because I don't want such full coverage, I'm just going to use this Morphe concealer as well. So I'm just going to take that onto the top of the brows. I don't know, I just think it looks nicer. So that's what it looks like at the moment. Now I'm just going to set it. I am going to use a pink toned powder. This is the Morphe Brightening Pink baking powder. And this is great as well if you want like a really bright under eye. So just taking a clean powder puff, and this is like literally from Kmart, it's great. And I'm going to look up kind of as I press the powder in because I really want it to not crease as well. So it's just going to be right, pushing, like kind of pushing it in, but not, you know, not hard or anything, but not just lightly tapping it as well. So you're definitely getting it into the skin there. You can see the difference on that side, like immediately. Can I just sneeze? Oh. Oh. Did you guys hear that? You can see I'm like very lightly just pressing it in, and I'm just gonna do like 2 layers because I actually want to like have this baking on my face. Okay, I'm also gonna do this side just here on the jawline. And this one, I'm just gonna let it sit for a minute as well. And I just like to kind of work it in, like after I put it on, I just like to kind of make sure it's really pressed in there. And you can see in the photo, like she's got a glow to her, but her makeup is very, very matte looking. So I'm just trying to recreate the essence of that. Also gonna go ahead and put a bit of that brightening powder on the forehead as well. And don't forget to do the eyebrows. I know that's kind of weird, but I also like to set my eyebrows in place because, like, hello, it's like the rest of your makeup. You need to set everything, can't just set some of it. Right, so now that that's baking, I'm just gonna add on the other parts of the face a skin toned powder foundation or setting powder, just so we don't lose the bronzing effect that we have going on here. And we also don't want to look very pale. We don't want to use that brightening powder on the actual face. This is just the MAC Light Plus Mineralise foundation. This is in the shade A32. It's a nice medium toned one, and I'm just gonna go back in with the powder puff. And such a light layer, I swear. Just really, just get it on there, but you're not baking it. You're just kind of tapping it on there. Don't forget the lips. I'm getting thirsty, bro. Got my like little glass straw, like it's so cute. So I'm just gonna take this big fluffy brush and I'm just gonna like kind of buff that powder into the skin while you're brushing off that stuff that's baking. Okay, this is looking really, really nice. Normally I wouldn't add powder bronzer, but I think I'm just gonna add a little bit, only because she's so bronzed and glowy in the photos. Okay, so we're just using the trusty Hoola Bronzer. This is just the original one. It's a lovely bronzing golden shade, and I'm just gonna take that on like a little flat fluffy brush. Okie dokie. So I'm just gonna put a little bit here, right in the cheekbone area, and literally just buff it in there. Honestly, you just want a little amount, like don't go overboard with it. I feel like that really makes a subtle difference, like compared to that side, and then you've got that. I just think it makes a little bit of a difference. And I'm also just gonna put like a little bit here just to get a bit more warmth on the face. What do you guys think? Does it look good? I mean, you can see the foundation, like the base looks pretty good, like I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's do powder blush. So I'm gonna start with the Too Faced Cloud Crush blush, and this is in the shade Candy Clouds. That is a bloody mouthful. And we're just gonna do this right on the apples of the cheeks here. Look at that pink. Are you guys kidding? Anyways, little circular motions here, working it up. Even go as far as the temple. Blend it into that beautiful color that we did before with the bronzer. And really, you can't go too overboard with blush because that's blush. Nice, actually. You can't forget the nose again, just a little bit. I also want to do a bit of a warmer toned blush just to bring it a bit more together. This is the Flower Nose blush. It's really cute. I mean, I have used it, but you can see it's got like this cute little indent on it as well. This is in the shade Berry Mary, and it's a lovely berry color. Okay, now finally, this is the exciting part for me. I'm using a very, very light pink blush. This is the Kylie Jenner or Kylie Cosmetics blush.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Huh? This is in the shade Winter Kissed. As you can see, it's a very, very, very pale pink. So I'm going to use this on the outer corners of my eyes, just kind of like a more pink setting powder. And I'm using a powder puff. And I'm literally just going to get right into it like that. And I'm just pressing it onto the outer corners here. This part is optional, but I just think it kind of ties it more together. And if you don't have one, you can just mix a little bit of blush in with your everyday setting powder or powder foundation, and it kind of just does the same thing. So yeah, it's great. Okay, like, can we talk about this? Like, I just feel like it looks really, really nice. It's very, very put together. Okay, so I can't really see the eyes because she does have the fringe, but I'm going to just do a nice light brown, simple, very neutral moment. And I am going to use this ancient chocolate bar palette, like it's literally falling apart. That is not my fault though. That was actually Jetstar's fault. So they broke my luggage. Are you even surprised? Like, anyway, I'm going to go into the shade Milk Chocolate and then the shade Strawberry Bonbon. It's not going to focus on me, so I'm just, whatever. I don't even care. Okay, I've looked at the photo a little bit closer and I can see she does actually have a little bit of glitter on the eyes. So I'm just going to go into this shade Champagne Truffle and just put that right there on the eyes. It's not glitter, it's just like sparkly, but whatever. I don't want to do too much. Okay, so she's also got this lovely brown color on her waterline. I'm gonna take that same shade, the Milk Chocolate shade, and just slightly bring it underneath there. Wow, I feel like that made such a difference. I really like how it looks. And now at this point, I'm just gonna do a little bit of setting spray all over the face, just to set what's in place, and eyeliner's next, so I want to do it before eyeliner. So this is the setting spray I've been using at the moment. This is the Milk Hydrogrip. It's great, I love it. I'm also going to go over the top of that just with the Glow Recipe Mist as well. Okay, now that that's drying, I'm going to do the eyeliner. She's got that gorgeous cat eye, like swoop eyeliner. If you're not very confident with eyeliner, I'd recommend just kind of drawing a little stencil on with eyeshadow, like a light colored brown eyeshadow or something if you're doing black. Oh yeah, and if you are like not the best at eyeliner, one tip that really helped me is just look straight forward when you're doing it, and then you'll be able to get that perfect flick on both sides. So can you guys just see, for the sake of the video, I've done a very, very light line with a brown eyeshadow, and now I'm going to go over with the liquid eyeliner. And I'm just using this W7 liquid liner. You could also use a gel liner if you wanted, but I just prefer this type of applicator. I like to wipe the excess product off before I do it as well, so you don't get like a big glob on your eye. Also remember, you're gonna have to modify it to your own eye shape. So she's got those beautiful big doe eyes, and hers goes right across the lid, but I've just got a very, very thin line because I do have hooded eyes, and it still creates that same lovely effect that she has as well. I think it looks pretty good. I've also just noticed she's got a white color in her waterline, so I'm just going to use a white eyeliner. Okie dokie, so that's what I've got going on so far. You could either add false eyelashes at this point or mascara. I think I'm going to add both just for the effect. Okay, those are the eyelashes. Those are literally from Daiso. So they're like $3 or whatever, and they're just nice little wispy ones, and you can just use whatever mascara you like. I think this is just like a little, oh no, this is eyebrow gel. Okay, this is definitely mascara now. This is just a Clinique one, but yeah, I like the wand on it, so I'm gonna use that one. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly put these lashes on now. I'll be right back. So thin, like it's literally just a little bit of extra dimension. I don't even think that's made actually that much of a noticeable difference, but I mean, I notice it, so that's all that matters, babe. I think it looks cute. I don't know. I'm gonna add mascara now. And I'm just gonna add a little bit on the lower lash line as well, just a tiny bit. Look at the difference that made. So that's my eyes done. And now we're almost done. Just gonna do the lips. Yeah, I think I've actually found the perfect liner. This is the MAC, oh, not the mascara on my finger. This is a MAC lip liner in the shade Chestnut. And I'm gonna just overline my lips slightly. No, it's not. This is the MAC lip liner in the shade Spice. This is Chestnut. It's a lot darker. It's a beautiful dark brown. I'm just sharpening up this pencil as well, just so I can get a lot of precision in it. So here is the before. Okay, this is my after. Just trust the process for 1 second. This is the MAC pencil in Strip Down, and I'm just gonna color this in. Okay, so this is the MAC Viva Glam in the shade Coffee and Cigs. I think this is gonna be quite a lovely color match for the lipstick that she's wearing. Right, so that's what we've got. And now gloss is what ties everything together. I've got two glosses here. This is the Morphe Drip Gloss Glazed Gloss. This is in the shade Nude Gleam. And then I've also got the Anastasia Beverly Hills Gloss, and this is in the shade Guava. So I'm going to be putting Guava on the center because it's a very milky, light colored gloss. It's gorgeous. And this one's going to go on the outside. It does look a little bit darker than the photo, but I really, really like it. And personally, I think it's also the lighting that I'm currently in. So I'm just gonna go quickly do my hair and we can see the completed look. Hey, before you guys say anything, I don't have bangs and I also don't have a black bow. So this is legitimately the best I can do. But here is the reveal. I wish her music wasn't copyrighted so I could actually put some on the video, but just imagine it. Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard? I feel like the bow looks really stupid. Hey guys, it's me, Lana Del Rey. Okay, wait, no, I kind of love it. I know the bangs look really dumb, but like I said, I don't have bangs, so this is just like, this is actually very hard to do. This is what it looks like in the mirror from the back camera, so you can kind of see a little bit better. And I actually don't think the lips are too dark. I think they're actually quite nice color compared to the original photo. I feel so silly with this bow on my head. Should I get bangs? Like low-key, it's kind of a vibe, I don't know. And this is the makeup without the bow and the bangs and everything. This is just what it looks like normally. Okay everyone, that is the final look. I really hope that you enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you like these styles of videos. And yeah, I will be posting more regularly from now on. I know I said that last time, but I actually will. I actually genuinely will. That's it. Somebody once told me I look like Lana Del Rey, and I have held on to that ever since then. So please do not tell me that I don't look like her. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and yeah, I'll see you later. Bye. It's so hot, like I don't know what I'm doing.